Today, I want to talk about the two biggest mistakes I see people make when they are learning to use a pendulum for intuitive guidance. So, the first one that I see a lot is people holding the pendulum very still because they don't want to influence its movement. So, the problem with that is if we are trying to hold the pendulum still, it's going to be still. It's not going to move because the way a pendulum works is that energy actually comes through us and we do make it move. We do have these subtle micro movements that occur in our hand and arm that basically send the message to the pendulum. So if we are intending and trying to make it still, that's what we're going to get. And people get very frustrated because they don't realize that is what is happening and they just think that they can't do it. So that's the first one. The second one is not trusting. So I'll often see people or have them tell me about holding the pendulum, and maybe it makes a little bit of a movement when they are asking a question, but it's not super clear, or it's not a very big movement, or they just aren't sure if it's working. So they keep holding it and watching it, and then it changes directions, and then they're even more confused. And then they stop it and try it again. So that just gets into this cycle of doubt, which is what is going to be reflected in the pendulum. So if you are asking for guidance and you get a movement, if you continue to watch it because you're not sure or you doubt it, it's going to change eventually because it is a reflection of what's going on inside of us. And so if we're feeling doubtful and unsure and confused, we are not going to get a clear reading on the pendulum. So a big part of successfully using this tool is trusting that that guidance is going to come through you, and just knowing it. And when you have a reading, trust it. As soon as you get a movement, just trust that that's the answer. And that's why I recommend when people are starting to ask things that aren't super important, things that aren't going to make or break you, so that it's okay if the answer, turns out to be not correct in some way. So it's just really gaining that ability to just trust the answer comes through and you move on. So I do have an online class in how to use a pendulum if you're, really starting from the beginning, or if you continue to struggle after these couple of tips, because these are by far the biggest challenges that I've seen for people. And I'll leave that information in the comments, but if you have any questions, please also put those in the comments or feel free to message me. This is a wonderful tool that I really want to share, because when we are able to have tools to access and follow our guidance, our lives can go so much more smoothly and in line with what's for our highest good.